Welcome everyone to AHTV, where our goal is to connect hearts one beat at a time. I'm Karen Anderson, founder of Aortichope and Type A and B dissection survivor. And
hello, I'm Greg Aaron Greenberg. I'm the Director of Community Relations with Aortichope. I am also a Type A and Type B survivor. And here's our recap of what went on this week in Aortichope. This week starts with January 18th, and it's Medical Monday. If you were like us, we wish we would have known a lot more about how to live with chronic illness. Below is a link to an article from the New York Times by Tessa Miller titled 5 Things I Wish I'd Known Before My Chronic Illness. And it lists the 5 major things. The first one being the mental part is as hard as the physical part. Number 2 is your relationships will change. Number 3 is everyone offers you advice. Number 4 is you have to educate yourself as well as educate others. Number 5 is support is everything. We truly suggest that you read this article so you have a better understanding of what you're about to face.
This week's Topic Tuesday, we wanted to take some time to share with you information from our collaboration with the Society of Thoracic Surgeons. There are 2 main types of aortic valve disease. Aortic regurgitation, also known as aortic insufficiency, where the valve does not close completely, allowing blood to leak backward into the heart. And aortic stenosis, where the valve is actually too tight and does not open enough to allow blood flow to leave the heart and spread to the rest of the body. For more information about aortic valve disease, check out the link below.
Next up is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. For those who have had surgery, recovery can be daunting. Try to look at your recovery in terms of weeks or months, not days. 2 weeks after your procedure, look back at the day after surgery and notice how much better you feel now. Try this again about a month after your procedure. Compare how you feel with the day after your procedure. You're going to feel so much better. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Beside me is a graphic that sums it up perfectly. I still have a long way to go, but I'm already so far from where I used to be, and I'm proud of that. Those are words of wisdom to live by.
This week's Therapeutic Thursday is all about aortic disease support groups, shared from the community for the community. It's just another way that we connect hearts one beat at a time. Please note that there are groups on Facebook and the web which are specifically dedicated to Marfan syndrome, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and Loeys-Dietz syndrome. While Aortichope offers opportunity for you to participate in live events with physicians, surgeons, therapists, and lawyers, we have survivor videos for inspiration, free Hope Mail care packages every month, free contests with awesome prizes, live virtual support groups, and sister pages such as the Aortichope Private Forum, Caregivers Only Private Forum, and Grief Only Private Forum, which provide closed support to survivors, caregivers, places where you can talk about your concerns, ask questions, and share your accomplishments. We feel strongly that there are many wonderful Facebook pages where you can receive support. There's also many other 501c3 organizations just like us that work tirelessly to provide education, research, awareness, support, and hope through the generosity of donations. There's room for everyone to help. Wherever you go for your support, we truly appreciate that you're here, that you've liked us, that you follow us, and that you share our information. You can search aortic dissection or aortic aneurysm to search Facebook pages or click on the link that we provided, which will show you a list that we've actually compiled. Some of the nonprofit organizations that exist, and this is not necessarily a complete list, are AA Aneurysm Outreach, Aortichope, Aortic Warriors, Genetic Aortic Disorders Association Canada, Marfan Foundation, and the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health. Each of these groups have slightly different goals. Some provide an open forum for support and discussion, and others are tailored towards a specific gender or race. Some provide information pertaining to fundraising events, and some put together events for survivors and caretakers to meet and celebrate. A couple of these groups have very beneficial information pertaining to genetic testing and the latest in medical research. There's even a group dedicated to posting anything artistic or any hobbies you do since dissecting. So to check this out, click on the link below and you'll see a more accurate list.
Next up is Sharing Saturday, and it's all about acknowledging the caregivers. A couple of years ago, we decided that January 23rd would be Aortic Caregiver Acknowledgement Day. Why the 23rd, you say? Because caregivers make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you are a caregiver hearing this now, please consider joining the Aortic Hope Caregivers Only private forum on Facebook. Below is a link to a wonderful article from the Cleveland Clinic that highlights successful caregiving in 6 ways. 1, give yourself a break. 2, take a crash course in the disease. 3, seek family assistance. 4, implement financial and legal planning. 5, join a support group, like ours perhaps. 6, take advantage of community resources. There's a famous quote from Margaret Mead, anthropologist, and it stated, "Never believe that a few caring people can't change the world, for indeed, that's all who ever have."
This week's Sunday is Super Supporters and all about caregivers at Aortic Hope. This is from the Cardiovascular Surgery of Southern Nevada, entitled How to Care for a Loved One After Heart Surgery. To quote, "Open heart surgery affects more than just the patient, and the recovery process is a collaborative effort between the patient, caregivers, and loved ones. Caregivers in particular, whether a professional or a loved one acting as a caregiver, play a vital role in the recovery process. The tips below will help you be the best caregiver possible for your loved one during their heart surgery recovery time. And the 6 tips are, number 1, don't forget to take care of yourself. Number 2, share your feelings or concerns. Number 3, help ensure accurate communication. Number 4, minimize the risk of illness. Number 5, encourage exercise. And number 6, find support. So for more information, check out the link to the complete article. Here's a quote by Rosalind Carter: "Caregiving is universal. There are only 4 kinds of people in the world: those who have been caregivers, those who currently are caregivers, those who will be caregivers, and those who will need caregivers."
Thank you for watching our weekly recap, and welcome to AHTV. I'm Greg.
And I'm Karen. Like and subscribe, and please don't just survive, strive to thrive. Masks and face coverings are a very important part of our daily life. So why not, as we say, start a conversation about aortic disease with your very own face covering from Aortic Hope. These have been created by a Hope ambassador and fellow dissection survivor, Diane Bishop. Use the form by clicking on the link and order yours today with a $10 donation. Choices include pink, red, or purple in either matte or sparkly.
Supporting Aortic Hope has never been easier. Just select Aortic Hope when you shop at smile.amazon.com, and Amazon donates a portion of your purchase to us at no additional cost to you.
We found a product for you that we think will be very beneficial for you or anyone you know that has a medical condition. So I want to share with you the story of how Help Belts, which is a true labor of love, came to be from its creator and owner, Susan. Susan has a son with complex medical conditions, and she found that she always needed to be prepared because she never knew when their next emergency was going to happen. Since he was a baby, Susan has always found ways to have his medical information on hand. She found it really easy to just pin it to his diaper bag or even his car seat. And as her son grew and no longer needed a car seat, Susan was at a loss for where she could put his personal medical information in the car so it would be easily accessible. It just made sense to her to have it on his seatbelt. And in 2015, after months of searching the internet for a medical alert seatbelt cover and finding nothing, Susan decided that she was going to invent one. She introduced her health belts in February of 2016, and they were an instant hit, not only in the United States, but internationally as well. Her health belts sold so well that many people have not only copied her idea, but also claimed credit for inventing the medical alert seatbelt cover even years later. Susan is humbled at the thought of so many lives potentially being saved because of her health belts. She has had numerous messages relayed to her of what could have been a tragic outcome, but for emergency responders knowing how to handle the situation because their information was right in front of them when they needed it. With Susan's help, our #1 goal of being able to provide a great product for a low donation of $15, $20 if you're international, has finally become a reality. So let's take a look at some of these products in greater detail. They come in 3 different colors, black, yellow, or red, and they have 4 different sayings on them that you can choose from: thoracic aortic aneurysm, abdominal aortic aneurysm, medic alert, or aortic dissection survivor. And what's really great is these go right around your seatbelt with buttons in the back, and you don't even feel it. It's very comfortable. They're machine washable, they're soft, and it comes with this emergency card that's tucked right on the inside. So if there's an emergency, the first responder will know to go inside and read everything from your allergies to the medications that you're taking and more detailed information about your condition and your emergency contact information. These are a great must-have product to have on hand. So click on the link, make your donation, and order yours today.
One of the ways we keep this ship afloat is through our Hope Shop at Cafe Press. You can find us at www.cafepress.com/Hope Shop. First up is our reusable tote bag, a stylish canvas tote bag, great for shopping and helping our environment. Next up is our 1-liter stainless steel water bottle. This bottle provides both refreshment and style at home, work, or on the go. Next up is our ceramic coffee mug, offered in 2 different colors, a great way to consume your favorite beverage, and it makes an amazing gift. And lastly is our sweatshirts, offered in both hoodies and crew neck styles, and in both unisex and women's cuts, in a variety of colors, with a choice of logos from our seasonal, retro, and our current logo.
Another partnership we have is with Lawrence Hope Medical ID Jewelry. In 2001, Lawrence Hope introduced the very first interchangeable medical ID bracelet, and overnight, people who had grudgingly worn or even refused to wear the standard plain metal medical ID bracelets of the past suddenly had attractive, durable, stylish options that they could enjoy wearing and change to suit their mood, outfit, or activity. Today, more than 500,000 people wear Lawrence Hope medical IDs every day, and that number just keeps growing. Their ever-expanding line of medical alert bracelets, necklaces, anklets, charms, bag tags, and more is always on trend, made to the highest quality and guaranteed to meet your needs and expectations. One of the questions we get often is there a Lauren? There is a Lauren, and that's where the name Lawrence Hope came from. The original interchangeable medical ID bracelet was made for Lauren, who was a 13-year-old with diabetes who refused to wear medical ID jewelry because she said it was ugly and it would draw attention to her illness. So the company set out to design a medical alert bracelet that Lauren and millions of other people like her who were avoiding medical IDs could actually wear them when they really needed them. Lawrence Hope medical IDs offer designs for women, men, and children in stainless steel, in cotton and leather. They have dog tags, waterproof material, and more. I'm going to show you a few of these right now because we need to take a look. So the bracelet, you can get them with rings, you can get them where it's solid, but if you get them like the one I have with these rings, they're interchangeable. So you can take the bracelet off. You can buy one ID tag and buy numerous interchangeable bracelets that actually attach to the charm so you can change it to match your outfit every day. You will get a 10% discount when you use the promo code aortichope. Now let's take a look at some of the words that are on the back of the ID tag, because that's our second biggest question. What do I put on the back of the ID tag? On this example here, we have first name and last name. We have medical conditions that fill up line 2 and 3. We have the most important prescriptions that you take. We also list allergies because they're very important in case of an emergency. And then the final line, you always want to consider listing your ICE, or in case of emergency contact, with their name and their phone number. Again, take a look at the link below, and don't forget to use the promo code aortichope for your 10% discount. Knowing and managing your blood pressure is a critical part of everyone in this community. We all need to make sure that our blood pressure is maintained within a certain range. This range is determined by your physician and is based upon many factors. Some of the ways to help your blood pressure stay in that determined range is through a degree of exercise or movement, diet and nutrition, and medications. If you don't have a blood pressure cuff, consider purchasing one through Omron. They are the #1 manufacturer of blood pressure monitors with over 200 million sold. You can actually receive a discount if you use the promo code aortichope. They're going to take $10 off of any purchase, $50 or more, and $20 off if you spend $100 or more. If you already have a cuff, remember it's really important to have it calibrated. And if you have different readings between your arms, then you should always take your reading from the arm that produces the higher number, because that reflects the pressure that's going on in your entire body. You should always discuss with your physician the best piece of equipment to use and the best ways to use it based upon your particular medical needs and background. So check out the link and consider picking up a blood pressure cuff from Omron today.